In our first quarter report today, we actually had reasonably good news on our sales tax number. From a projection perspective, I believe that according to plan, I want to say it was 2% higher on the first quarter report on sales tax numbers, so that's a good thing, right? However, we still have to be cognizant, as many members have stated, about whatever the deficit number is. We don't know, we know it's not the high end, but we know it's not zero. So it's not really an argument point to say that there's hard work that we all have to continue to do together. I certainly want to make sure to first recognize the co-chairs of the special committee, but not just the co-chairs alone, because Legislator Myers and Legislator Williams, as the co-chairs of the committee, did an outstanding job, but they had outstanding members on that committee to make sure that they worked. So both with Legislator Nona, Legislator A. Williams, and Legislator Testa, who did a lot of tremendous work in trying to bring those numbers together. I want to thank my good friend, the chairman of the Budget and Appropriations Committee, who has had many of these items put in front of his committee in a magical way, right, where we have been asking members to make decisions in front of the committee, and at the end of the day, those decisions were difficult for all the members of this body. I want to thank every member, and as everyone has stated so far, there is not one person who has not commented on this particular item several times in several different ways. So the reality is that this is when government is working, that we're not just talking about items, we're actually getting things done. We would be remiss if we did not recognize that the county executive and the administration's work in this particular process, as they had to do significant modifications of their initial proposal, which was to say that they would like a straight line approach in this particular item, and the members of this board worked together and cooperatively to make that happen. Sometimes things take a little bit longer than people expect, but quite frankly, I think that the results all do speak for themselves. I expect that everyone tonight is going to continue in this bipartisan fashion as we continue to work through the difficult things we have to work through. But as Legislator Myers, our majority whip, so aptly pointed out, it does show what the legislature's job is, as opposed to the county executive's job. We have different roles in our co-equal branch of government, and we certainly have a thing that we do here as far as taking into consideration all of those aspects. But there is not enough that we can say that in working together, we have done what we always strive to do, which is make the sum better and greater than the individual parts. So at the end of the day, we do know that this particular process is going to move forward. This is continued to be historic. It's going to be a big historic night as far as benefits reform goes, and certainly this is not going to be the last thing that we continue to do as we move Westchester forward. And going through this process, everyone has recognized the complexities, and what we all recognize is the complexities of the healthcare equation, and quite frankly, we all understand, not to say that we don't have enough in-house talent, because all of the people that work for the county, we feel strongly, are talented individuals, but because of the severe complexities in the healthcare world, that no one at all has that whole package in-house. So an RFP, which is not costing taxpayers a dime, to ask out in the marketplace to understand what things may be available, is something that seems to make sense, and that's why I would be supporting this legislation. The things that we need to note for the record tonight on these particular items, and Legislator Capelwood summed it up very nicely, that it's a package, it's all the things together. That we received this particular proposal, some people should remember, here in this chamber, the day we received this, which was April 22nd. So we received this on April 22nd, and we were prepared to vote on this particular item on April 26th, 2 business days after it came to this chamber. So for those people that look out in the audience that watch us work through this particular process should understand that was beyond light speed for legislators. It was beyond all those kind of things. It is certainly something that we took with great consideration and moved quickly on, as we said that we would. But we also said we wanted the complete package to come together, which is why the particular item was delayed till today. Certainly, we've got many items, and we're going to continue to work hard together as we face all the challenges. And again, people recognizing that the legislature and the executive have different roles through this particular process, and we do certainly serve the people of Westchester. I just want to say at the end of this, the big winners tonight, as anyone would want to say, is not just the taxpayers, it's the people of Westchester County as a whole. And because of all the work that we've done on the legislative side, on the administration side, that this is going to be a benefit for the people of Westchester as a whole. And that's the way we should look at it.